Hi there, thanks for tuning in. Today I'm going to show you how I built this challenge coin display for a veteran friend of mine who's retiring. If you have friends or family that served in the armed forces, a memorabilia display set makes for a great gift. For this project, I chose an 1.5 inch thick block of cherry and laid out the items I want to incorporate. To begin, I traced a template of a maple leaf logo on a 1/4 inch plywood and used my jigsaw to cut it out. When I first started woodworking, I talked myself out of buying cordless tools other than for my drill and impact, but I've since come to realize going cordless makes my workflow better. I chose the maple leaf to be the centerpiece because my friend served in the Royal Canadian Navy and the Canadian Coast Guard for a total 35 years. With the centerpiece ready, I then move on to square up the size of the cherry block on the benchtop jointer. Once squared up, I then use my track saw to cut a 45-degree bevel. However, a 45 degree wasn't as sharp as I wanted, so I decided to bevel the workpiece another 15 degrees for a total of 60-degree bevel. This guide rail compatible 10 1/4 inch cordless saw is awesome. Even at 60 degrees of bevel, I can get 1 7/8 of an inch depth of cut. With both bevels ready, I then decided to cut the piece into two so that I can mount them on each other to create a tiered look for the display. Next, I cut a 1/4 inch piece from each side to serve as the end block and then trimmed the rest of the display to size. After playing around on a test piece, I decided a 15-degree slot would be best for mounting the coins. The coins are about a 1/4 inch thick, so 2 passes with my 1/8 of an inch blade meant that they would fit in nicely. For the upper tiered piece, I decided that I would split it into 3 pieces so that I can create a visual offset when mounting it. I wanted to use the 2 end pieces for coin racks and the middle piece to be standing point for that centerpiece logo with the Canadian maple leaf. At this point, I take the 4 end block pieces that I saved from earlier, and then I glue them and pin nail them on the ends just to serve as end pieces so that the coins don't slide out. There are plenty of ways to join the bottom tier with the upper tier. In my case, I ended up using the domino joiner. For the centerpiece, I ended up using just glue and some 18 gauge nails to attach it. With the maple leaf logo that goes on the top, those 18 gauge holes will be covered nicely. With most of the work done, the only thing remaining were some finishing touches, one of which was spraying a black paint within those coin slots that I've made earlier, just to add a visual effect when you look at it. The spray paint bled through some of that masking tape, however with a little bit of sanding that was all taken care of. After sanding it up to 320 grits, I went ahead and applied the finishing oil, and that exposed the rich reddish brown color of the cherry. The final step for finishing this project is of course applying the maple leaf logo, and a little bit of CA glue and activator gets the job done. I'm super happy with how the project turned out. I like the finishing touches from the end blocks, the centerpiece, and even the black spray paint inside the coin slots. They all add a nice decorative touch to the functionality of this coin display set. So all in all, nice little fun project. I hope you enjoyed watching it. Like always, thank you for watching, and hopefully you can support this channel by subscribing and following along on future videos that I produce. Thank you so much.